Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun is Minshew. He shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here come the Browns on offense with Baker Mayfield, the former #1 overall pick at quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20.
It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Open man is Trey Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Now Minshew. This one into the hands of Burton. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Browns, 48.
Minshew sets to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And here again comes Gardner Minshew. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On first down, they'll start out with Matt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got Burton here. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Play fake. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Then it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Number 25.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this out to about the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
33-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. This is the tight end, Njoku. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Holding, offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
For Jarvis Landry, incomplete. Malik Hooker on the cover.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
17.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Minshew.
Haskell's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
16 yards the pick up there. The Colts have a first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And 10 yards to go.
Minshew throwing on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taken in at the 22. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
And now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the 2nd quarter.
22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to go up top again. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
On the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And again, it's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Browns to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Down at the 37.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mayfield now. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
The pass. A A fumble on the play.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, he completes this one to Mack. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Come on, dog!
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
His kick.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
And it's third down.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 40.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Mack Wilson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So third and long, here's Minshew. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Colts.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack.
Incomplete.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he'll find Pittman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Indianapolis.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical. Play on the football there, and it's second down.
Michael Pittman Jr. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Again, looking for Pittman. A better result here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down.
Here's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. He dumps this off to Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6. And just like that, it's third down.
Third down.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. This will be caught at about the 5. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Mack Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Minshew sets to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence.